Welcome to MemoryCo's quick user tutorial. We're going to show you our website that's full of games and activities designed for seniors. The goal here was to provide an easy and fun method of engagement, entertainment, and memory support, while at the same time making your life a little bit easier in the process, because who doesn't like that? So we're very easy to use. All of our games and activities only require click or touch if it's a touch screen. There's no typing or swiping or anything else required. We wanted to make it as simple and user-friendly as possible, which helps enable seniors to use it on their own if they wish. Activity and engagement directors can pull up our site on a computer or tablet and simply connect it to a TV for group games. And as I said, it's also easy enough for residents to use on their own. They can log in from their own devices and play in their rooms. The cool thing is that there's no limit as to how many users can be on at once. For example, you can be running a group activity while 10 other residents are playing games from their rooms. So anyway, all you do is pull up the site, MemoryCo.org. After you log in once, the login info should be saved so you can easily just hop right in. And by the way, it looks the best on Google Chrome browser. If you don't have Google Chrome, you can download it free online. It's just going to give you the prettiest display for the games, whereas Internet Explorer might not look as good. Now from here, you land right on the games page after you log in. So I'm going to start with some of the games and just give you a brief run through to make sure everyone knows how they work, how best to use them, and some different things you can do with some of our personalized content games. So first we have Fortune. This is one of our standard games. It's very much like Wheel of Fortune, except that it goes at your own pace. So when you hit play, you get to spin the wheel. There's certain sound effects if you have your volume on. You win a prize, and then residents can choose a letter or buy a vowel. And then it operates very much like Wheel of Fortune, except that it's go at your own pace. And some of the answers are even geared towards the residents' generations. So next we have Venture, which is much like Jeopardy! Again, it's senior-focused questions. You get to choose a category and a dollar amount. And they're multiple choice. So again, just clicking or touching is required. And the cool thing here is if you see that trophy in the right-hand corner, you can click on that and see the top scoring communities. So if you have some competitive residents or ones who like a challenge, this can be a fun way to see where your scores are and see where you stand against other communities. So after Venture, we have Passport. This is a really popular one. We release a different destination every month. I encourage you to explore these. We have 2 different components to each destination. There's Discover, which will take you through fun facts and blurbs and pictures about the destination. And then the other component is Trivia. So when you click on Trivia, it generates questions based around things that you recently learned. So that's our armchair travel. After Passport, we have Feud, which is a spin on Family Feud. Now with Feud, each answer is assigned a certain number of points, and you're asked to choose the top 3. And you have 10 different rounds, and it tallies your points at the top. And again, we have the trophy, so you can see where you stack up against other communities. And you can even turn sound on with the button on the left if you want to have a little background music. So these are great games to play as big group games connected to the TV. Residents love these. Next, I'm just going to show you real quick the bingo collars, because these have been pretty popular. We have a traditional bingo collar. So instead of using balls, you can just display this. Hitting next number will generate a random bingo number, and it will also keep track of the numbers called down below. And if you want to have a voice call the number out, you can also do that, and it will repeat the same number as many times as you wish. We also have one more spin on another bingo collar, which is Phrase Match Bingo. And this just adds a little bit of a little more challenging spin to bingo, just a little something different. 31, get up and run. So now we're going to get into our personalized games, where you can actually upload pictures, places, and trivia to be incorporated into these games. We're going to start with Face Match, which is at the bottom because that's one of our most popular games. It's a spin on traditional concentration where you're trying to find pairs. So you're flipping over cards, and if it's a pair, it will stay open. If it's not a pair, it will close again. And this game is using faces and names of people that the residents know in order to help with face name recognition and spatial memory. So instead of matching an apple to an apple, matching names and faces actually helps translate into something that will help them on their daily lives. And you can also add numbers. So if you're playing this as a group game, you just hit the card numbers button in the bottom right, and that way residents can call out, flip number 11, flip number 6. But this is a top resident favorite. And then next I'm going to show you My Trivia. So this is another personalized game. In these games, you can actually type in your own questions. So, for example, who is our fearless activities director? Or which one of our residents was a bus driver for 25 years? Or who wore the tiara to the prom last week? So you can really personalize these trivia questions, and I'll show you where to do that. So we're back in the games, and if you go to Upload, in the upper right, this is where you can put in pictures. You see the people button over on the left. Here you can upload faces simply by clicking the upload button. You can either choose from a file that's already on your computer, or if you're on your phone, it will ask you if you want to open your camera. And that way you can either just upload a picture or take a picture. And then once you do, you can even crop that picture. So if you have a group picture with many people in it, you can just crop faces out of it. Then you type their name, hit save, and then you will have your database of all saved images. And one thing you can do as well is once you have all your saved images, you can actually inactivate any ones that you don't want to show up in the games. So if a resident leaves, or if you're playing with a certain subset of residents, you can activate and inactivate as opposed to deleting them all together. And trivia, this is how you input trivia questions. You just click on the trivia button, still in the upload section, and you can type in your trivia question, and it will show you the fields where to put the incorrect and the correct answers, and then it will generate into a fun trivia game. And again, any question that you put in here will be saved, and you can access them through the Manage Questions button. And here they all are. And just like with the photos, you can activate and inactivate them. So you can create a whole bank of questions, whether about resident trivia, staff trivia, getting to know you questions, about the community questions, about the town questions, and you can activate and inactivate different ones depending on what you want to show. So just moving on, we're just going to hop right on over to the activities page. I definitely encourage you guys to explore the rest of the games page because there's a lot that we didn't go through, but just wanted to show you kind of the main ones. But there are other games that use photos as well, such as Face Name Bingo. But I wanted to show you the activities page because there's a lot of cool stuff here too. So for instance, comedy. We have curated comedy clips ranging from the Carol Burnett Show, the Johnny Carson Show, different babies, different animals, and they've all been screened, so they're all safe for resident watching. They're varying lengths, so all you have to do to play them is just hit the play button, and then you can hit expand screen, and it will pop right up to full screen for you. So that's our comedy. Podcasts. We have lots of cool podcasts now that residents can listen to. This American Life, Hardcore History, Radio Lab. I mean, there's a lot that have been good hits with the residents and can help keep them entertained. And they always stay up to date. Then we have, just going to go briefly through movies. We have a lot of classics, that are kind of hard to find nowadays from the 30s and 40s that residents might really appreciate. Exercise. We have a lot of senior chair exercises here that we've curated for you of varying lengths. News, that's a big one because this updates many times a day from different news sources, and we'll show the headlines, and then if you want to see the full article, you can click on the link. These have also been scrubbed. There's no murder, no drugs, etc. Craft show. If residents have done arts and crafts that they're proud of and want to upload and showcase, this is actually the only area of your login where other residents or other communities will see. So all communities have access to the craft show because we want to inspire other residents and show off our crafts. Then our virtual tours. This is a cool new one that we added. This is a great passive activity. You can just put it on the screen and take a nice 2-hour long train ride tour through Japan or a walking tour through New York. There's lots of different options, different cities and countries. It's really fun. Definitely encourage you to check that out. And there's a lot more on this page. For example, my photos and my videos. These are two other things that I think are really great to show because you can upload community pictures, again in the upload section, for that and have them displayed. And my videos, you can upload any videos that you take and want to save as well and have residents be able to watch in the future. So lots of different things you can do. There's different meditations and we have, for instance, fish tank and butterflies, which are nice, relaxing things to leave on. So there's a lot here that needs to be explored. If there's any questions, I encourage you to reach out to us. I encourage you to really go through the website, see what you think will be a good match with your residents. And please, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email us. We love hearing from you. If there's anything that we can help with, please let us know. And thank you very much.